Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this new video. We're going to do a tarot and oracle guidance in this video. If you're meeting for the first time, I'm Dipanshu Rawal and I'm a life coach and a spiritual guide. I help people activate and step into their own power, their own light. If you'd like to know more about the stuff I do, how I work with my clients, I'll drop the links for my Instagram and LinkedIn. You can check that out. For this reading, it's going to be a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Always trust your intuition first. And it's going to be a timeless reading. I pray that this reaches you when you're supposed to hear it. Okay. And we are starting with a message. I pulled some cards for you just to prepare, just to get into the energy of what is it that your angels, your guides, your spirit team have for you. And what I can see is there has been some delays in your work and you have had to protect yourself. You have had to defend yourself. Like the people around you have not been very kind. They have not been very loving and compassionate for you. I'll show you the cards. So what's happening is you're moving in the wrong direction. You're not able to play with an open heart. You're not thinking and planning with abundance. You're thinking and planning like, oh, I've always been so hurt. So what's the reason to even plan big if I know I'll fail? So there's some fears and insecurities that you're carrying about um, openness, about expansion. And what's happening is in wanting to protect yourself, you're actually moving in the wrong direction. I remember talking with, I think this week, I talked to two different clients, my private coaching clients, and I mentioned how we were discussing how uh, I remember I read this quote like decade and a half ago, so like 10, 15 years ago. It doesn't matter how fast you're moving if you're on the wrong track, if you're in the wrong direction. And now I read the extension of that code. It says it doesn't matter how fast you're moving if you're in the wrong direction. In fact, it's worse because the faster you move, the longer you go in the wrong direction, the more time it's going to take you to come back in the right direction. So maybe this is a call for you to wait a moment, to reflect a little bit on what is it that has bothered you. So, not creating a future based on your past. Like in the past, because I have, so everybody I have seen around me, they all had jobs. So I'm supposed to be having a job. Nobody thinks that consciously, but subconsciously we do that. We do that where we create a future based on how we have lived the past. The other way of living, the more expansive, the more abundant way of living is starting with a clean slate and writing what kind of future would I want to have. And then starting from that place of being. So, okay, if I want to be a millionaire when I turn 40, and right now I am 30, I have 10 years. Who do I need to be today to be creating that, to be living that, to be experiencing that? If I were already a millionaire, what kind of actions will I take in my personal life? What kind of actions will I take in my professional life? What kind of actions will I take with my relationships, with my networking? So maybe you can start by expanding your horizon with, if I already had that, how would I be living today? Because you know what will happen when you start living that way? Of course, you can't be making everything like that. So let's say you say that when I have $1 million, I'm earning $1 million a year. Let's say that's your goal. When I'm having that, I'll be traveling once a month. But right now, your income is, I don't know, maybe one tenth of that. So you can't have that. That's okay. That doesn't mean you can't travel twice a year or three times a year or every other month. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You need to see. But you can also sort out what will be my priorities when I'm there. So maybe I can start prioritizing here, and that thing that is in future that I want to create, that I desire to create, will come very soon. We, I really love this quote. We underestimate what we can achieve in a decade and we overestimate what we can achieve in a year. So one of the best activities, one of the my most favorite activities that I do with my clients is what kind of life would you like to have in 15 years? What would you like to experience? So it's not a 1 year, 2 year plan, it's a 15-year plan. So there's enough time that your past becomes almost irrelevant in most cases. Past becomes almost irrelevant because 15 years is such a big time that you can achieve most of your goals that you want. No goal is another quote I really love. No goal is a very big goal. All goal, wait, there are no unreasonable goals, but only unreasonable timelines. So think about, Elon Musk, who has a mission, I don't know, whatever, like 5 decades from now, 7 decades from now, he wants to put people on Mars, right? So there's no unreasonable goal, only unreasonable timelines. So expand your horizons, work on your healing, because I can see you are not in your power at the moment. Just because you have had a lot of uncertain, painful, uneasy, discomfortable times, uncomfortable times, um, it has caused you to not be stable in yourself, to not have peace with yourself. So I think the first step is going to be come in your own center, in your own grounding, work on your healing, work on your peace, work on your spiritual life, and other areas of life, right? And then once you are back in your own power, that's the time you start planning for future. Let's pull some healing waters card to see how you can heal yourself, how you can pick a better direction, how you can plan better, how you can tap more into the frequency of abundance. See, the first card is the healer, priestess, priest, soul purpose. So, feeling maybe this is one of your soul purpose to actually work on your healing first, and then whoever comes in contact with you, help them heal as well. So sometimes healing looks like what I am doing. This is the full-time business I have, right? Being a spiritual guide, being a life coach. Sometimes, because I have clients who are working on this mission, who are working in multinational companies, Fortune 500 companies as an engineer or as an accountant, and they are doing the healing work just by being themselves. So see how you are being called to focus on this soul purpose. But the first step is going to be work on your healing. Let it go. Release the past. Forgive, soften, move forward. But this move forward is, if you notice, it's the last word of the sentence. Because right now you are moving. You are moving. It's probably not in the right direction. It's not the abundant direction. It's not the most ideal direction you want to move in. Isn't that true? So you need to release the past and forgive. So a lot of self-forgiveness to yourself and to others. I'll actually, this reminds me, okay, so the sweet waters. So it says sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, balance. I have an invitation. I have this 20-minute video on my journey for unconditional self love and forgiveness. I think you need to watch that, especially if you're on this video, you are listening to this point. I'll link that in the, so you can put it in the, you can see it in the cards, the I part, or somewhere in the description, you'll find it. Watch the 20-minute video. I think it's really useful for you. And you're ready to step into a more healing times. I think it's a very um, it's a divine reminder for you. See, clear opportunity, like clear vision. This is what you are supposed to be doing here. This is the right timing for you. This is the opportunity to work on your healing. And if you'd, by the way, if you'd like a personal guidance session from me, you can book it. There's a link in the description below. This is a collective reading. So if you'd like to have a personal session, I'd invite you to book it. Why not? Let's see. Let's pull some work your light cards. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So I also feel this hurt, this need to protect yourself is coming from a place that people have taken energetic advantage of you. They have taken advantage of your energy. And you see, just as we are talking, the card of boundaries, like literally people pulling you in their own ways. This happens when you have evolved a lot and people around you have not evolved enough. So they would always, of course, want to dump their emotional um, stuff on you. And it happens with all the healers. So reminds me of this card, right? The healer card. It's happening with you that your vibration is rising. See the pillar of light. You are the pillar of light. You are the oracle. So what's happening is people are wanting a part of you just because they're growing. And that could be your family member, that could be your parents, your kids, your, cousins, your siblings, your relatives, your family members, your friends, your colleagues, your peers, could be anyone, could be your neighbor. And we do that at a very energetic level because your vibration is growing. People want a part of that. So, this is such an important, such a crucial time for you to focus on your healing, learning how to protect yourself, learning how to create boundaries. Because there is no way you can be very free and flowing and flying if you do not have those energetic boundaries around you, because people will keep trying to pull you back because they want a part of you as well. And that's not healthy. That's not a win-win situation if you do not know how to um, focus on your boundaries, right? Let's pull some spirit animal oracle. What other messages do you have? What other messages does your angel team have for you? Life is a mystery. Stop trying to figure things out. Focus on one message at a time. What are you being called to at the moment? Stop trying to figure everything out. Life is a mystery. With this current human state, we will not be able to figure out everything about everything. So the best we can do is focus on what's the job we have at the moment. How can we bring more love in our own life and in the lives of people around us? Watch your words. Be very gentle and love. And I feel this is also about the words you say to yourself. So be very careful of the words that you use for yourself. Be very careful for the words you use for the world. And it also means probably because you need more protection, um, you need to learn how to, let me look for the better phrase here. I think you need to reassess the amount of information you share with the world. So be fearless and bold, and at the same time, watch your words. And that's why we also had like King of Swords reverse. So you want to be somebody who's very clear, who's a bold, courageous leader, right? Who help people. But watch your words. Do not be cold in your communication. Do not be rude in your communication. I know when I started this like business, one of the skills I needed to learn was how I can say the same thing in different tones. How I can be very loving and kind and compassionate and helping to somebody and still not be rude. How can I be confrontational and still offer them that confrontation as a warm hug, right? So be fearless and bold and still watch your words. Do not slip. Do not let your communication be misheard or miscommunicated, right? Um, yeah. Let's see what your inner child has to say as the clear action steps. Um, Yeah. How's this video been resonating with you? What part resonated the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button so others can watch this as well. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe the channel so that the next time I upload the video, it comes to your homepage And yeah, if you're here, you'd want to watch more videos like this, there are more videos on my channel. So scroll around, see which other video is calling you. So a time to remember, look back on your childhood and see what you can learn from that. And then you need to let go of the past. Time to start a new story, right? Time to start a new story. Let go of the past is such an important part, and today is the day. Your journey starts now. If you have any feedback, any questions you'd want me to ask me, put that in the comments below. And if you'd like to join my community where I offer free group sessions, it's my gift to the community. Totally free to join. I'll put the link in the description. The community name is Love Seeds. And if you'd like to book a personal one-to-one guidance session, you'll also get the link in the description. So see you around. Thank you for being here and be blessed.